So, working on the new Ashes of Ariandel DLC trailer analysis revealed some interesting results regarding the etymology of the name Ariandel, which were also extremely interesting not only regarding the possible DLC story, but also in context of Painted World of Ariamis lore. Well, basically, the trailer features a lot of things that make us speculate that the DLC is going to be related to Ariamis, and obviously words Ariamis and Ariandel seem to be derived from the same root. But in this video I'd like to discuss Ariamis and possible meaning of its name, which is really intriguing. So, Painted World of Ariamis is a dark, snowy world, which could be entered via the painting in the gallery of An Orlando. Being separated from the outer world, this painted, artificial world was used as a place of exile of creatures forbidden in the outer world by the gods of Gwyn's pantheon and their church. Particularly, it was a home for crossbreed Priscilla, who was feared because of her life hunt abilities. The world, however, is also speculated to be associated with Velka, as it's inhabited by a crow-like creatures, associated with worshipping Velka. And generally it would make sense, for a goddess of sin to be associated with the world of forbidden, sinful things and creatures. But, let's discuss the meaning of the name Ariamis. It seems that its root is elementaria which, if we consider the real-life languages, seems to be derived from Latin arum accusative of Greek elementaire meaning air, which however wouldn't give us much as it hardly explains what we see in this world, aside of, probably the crows and crow-like creatures that are able to fly in the air. Alternatively, however, it can be related to Sanskrit area meaning noble one, yet it also doesn't give much sense as the name of the painted world. If we consider the fictional languages as J.R.R. Tolkien's Elven however, which would also be a right thing to do, as FromSoft had already used it to name An Orlando, meaning Sunlundo and Irithil, meaning moon, it would reveal us some exciting and meaningful results. So the root aria can be compared to J.R.R. Tolkien's Elven elementaria meaning sunlight. While the second part of the name Ariamis, Mas is actually an element in Tolkien's languages that means less. So Ariamis can actually mean sunlightless, sunless. Which basically fits this world, as it is really dark and cold, while also is a place for things and creatures forbidden in sunlit world of Gwyn. So it's rather interesting itself. But if we consider the things revealed by Dark Souls 3 it gets totally exciting. As sunless Ariamis actually reminds us of the sunless realms, associated with Gwyndolin, as it is told that knights of this land worship the nameless moon, and likely were related to dark moon blades. At the same time, however, we can recall that Gwyndolin seems to be related to the painted world, as most obviously the one he called his sister, Yorshka, seemed to originate from Ariamis. If we take her obvious likeness to Priscilla and the fact that she knows almost nothing about the outer world, yet knows of crows and dragons that could be found in the painted world. In addition to that, Velka's crow-like worshippers used to drop the souvenirs of reprisal, trophy usually taken by Gwyndolin's dark moon blades, and since they don't have ears, it's pretty obvious that they in fact collected those souvenirs. So all of this together makes us wonder, isn't Ariamis related to the sunless, or twilight, as they're called in Japanese version, realms, as its name pretty much can be translated as sunless, sunlightless. However, we also can't forget all those obvious similarities between the sunless realms and land of Mirrah of Dark Souls 2. As we can see by the sunset, twilight shield associated with sunless realms which in fact is rather similar to Mirrah shield, used by the Knights of Mirrah. We can also see that this blue cloth below torso is rather similar both on Mirrah set and on the sunless set. And, though it's a weaker point, the patterns on the armor sets associated with sunless realms and Mirrah seem to be rather similar as well. As for etymology of Mirrah, the first though is that it might be related to root mirror from Greek myrrhen basically meaning myrrh type of resin. The name is ultimately derived from Arabic myrrh for bitter. One of myrrh's uses was for the embalming of mummies in ancient Egypt. And I believe this fact might be related to a Portuguese word mirror which means to wither. And even though I might be wrong about that relation between mummies and the meaning of this word, I guess mirror could pretty much be derived from Portuguese mirror meaning to wither, which would fit the tragic story of Lucatiel of Mirrah. However, the roots Mirrah, or rather the word derived from it, Muron, can actually fit land of Mirrah as well, as Mirrah is known for its sacred spring, source of holy water, located in its ancient capital, while Muron or myrrh is actually a consecrated oil, used for religious rituals by Christian churches. Alternatively, I guess Mirrah can be compared to mirror, but I guess that wouldn't make much sense, as Mirrah is actually derived from Old French mirror meaning to look at, derived from Latin mirror to wonder at, admire, be amazed, which is ultimately derived from Proto-Indo-European roots meros meaning to laugh, to be glad. So I guess it's hardly related to mirror, after all. But anyway, what do you think about the relation between Ariamis, sunless realms and Mirrah? Could they really be the same land, or all of these rather peculiar things are just a coincidence?